Welcome back, everyone. So in the last video I told you that in this video that this whole shell would be completely done. Well, I guess I lied to you. The builders, they were here. They did a little bit more that they could do, but they're waiting on some metal and we're still waiting for my overhead door. And I still have to finish the stone. Last video I had the stone 3/4 done. I said I wasn't going to show another stone video, but today we're going to finish the stone. I've probably got 3 hours left to go. I'll show you what I got left to do here. So this side over here is completely done. Comes right down, wraps around the 4-foot jog, back to the main door. That's done. What I got left to do is right here. From the door over to the jog, and then down this side. So I've got one more course to put on top of that, and then this wall will be done. So got a few cuts to make. We've got some stone here. Hopefully I have enough. They figured it out that this should be enough to do it all sitting right here. Let's get and put some stone on again. Here we go. We got this corner pretty much all set here. It's done to the last course. Coming around. Now we're just starting our last course down here. Do some measuring. One thing you gotta watch when you do this, you wanna make sure that this groove is cleaned out and there's no chunks in there because it'll throw off your panel. That's all these are, is a panel. They're a tongue and groove panel. And they basically, they just lock right in. Just like that. Running pretty even, I'd say. It flanges right on that chalk line. There's like 6 screws per panel. So it takes quite a few screws. Now we should be able to throw up a cap. And this has another tongue on it right here. It just sits in this groove. Something just like that right there. Frickin' thing, I'm gonna staple that up in a minute. It's starting to get annoying.
You got a utility knife?
Yeah, I do. So if everything's right, you don't have to measure this last piece because it should just be right on the money. calculated enough fasteners to do it all. but I think they're off. So this is stone panels. It's a panelized stone system. So like if you just look at it close, it's gonna look like, you know, natural stone, but you know, the average Joe's not gonna like stare right at it and look for the joint. I like this stuff. Stuff goes up pretty easy. Once you get your first course level, you're good to go. The rest of these just drop right in usually. It's like that. But this is why you want to make sure these are running good, because when you put that last cap piece on, I'm not going to line up for very good. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws per panel, so it's a lot of hardware for what it is. You want to make sure you get your fingers out from under that when you set that in there, because you will smash your finger, no doubt. See, it locks itself. This tongue locks in that groove and that can't move. I'm about out of screws. I have to go over to the house and see if I can find some. So we got this going. We're on the last course. We got the capstone going on. So we don't have a whole lot left to go here. We'll come back when we got it finished. All right, so we got this stone completely 100% done. Just put about 2.5 hours in on it, and this is finished product right here. I think it looks awesome. It's stone, so it's not perfect. What would I rate this stuff? Out of 1 to 10, I probably say a 9 or a 10. It's good stuff. It's Versetta stone. It's panelized stone, so it comes in 3-foot sections. It's 8 inches tall, but it looks nice. I think it turned out nice. Brenna helped me pick out the color. So yeah, it comes down to our door, jumps the door, comes right down around and all the way down the other side. Builders did come back this week and they did a few things. So the steel wasn't the right length, so they had to order new steel. But up in here in the peak, you can see they finished it off. I call that the mini sugar house up there. Look at that. It looks just like a sugar house. They're close. They got to pop these 2 front windows in, the garage door, steel, and a little bit of trim up front, and they're done. I think 1 more day. So I lied to you. Last video I said this video would be 100% complete, or like 85% complete. My job is done with the stone. They will finish the shell this coming week, and then maybe I'll start studding walls on the inside. We'll see. Pretty soon we're going back to the woods. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.